So we talked a little bit earlier about integration with business systems, and you'll notice here that the interface for what we call Business Connector is very similar to the recipe editor. It is also a low-code, no-code type of tool and allows you to use this visual configuration capability to connect to other systems. Typically, what we see is an ERP system that is sending either work orders or recipes down to the manufacturing floor. And we have everything from very specific connection capabilities like BPEL or connections to SAP, or we have more general modules for REST APIs and SOAP APIs for interfacing with all different types of systems. I've talked about this as point mapping and bringing data into the MES systems, and this can go to any module. It's not specific to batch. But I want you to know that this also sends data out. So if you have business intelligence systems or reporting tools, or if you just have information that you need to update your ERP system with, the data can be bidirectional. So Tom's going to walk us through a couple of very specific examples, real world examples of how all of these systems have worked together and maybe some recent implementations of it.
Yeah, so that's always a question we get. Where are you using it? Where have you had success? Relatively new product for us. The batch module's been out for a while. The features I showed you today are just out now. So Stone Brewing has been running for maybe upwards of a year now, and phenomenal success. So they had a previous system and the engineers had to go in and make changes every time they wanted to make a formulation change, or even just display another message to the operator. The engineer had to go in and do it. It also had kind of a mixed language, so that made it a little bit more challenging. I think it was German. So they installed our system on, this is on the brew house. The brewing staff, with very little training, started copying recipes, started putting in extra messages that get displayed at certain steps, and just, you know, just true to the point that we're talking about, and this is verification of what we're talking about, separate the engineer from the recipe author. I think one thing that just was incredible too is they had no waste. They started up the system and they didn't have any bad batches to have to deal with. And they're continuing to expand and use batch in other areas. The other one is, we can't name the name because of an NDA, but they manufacture equipment. And they have a lot of parallel operations where you start working on a base system and then you start in sub-assemblies, and then those are all going to come together on a main assembly line, and numerous options on this. You know, so I want a USB outlet, I want an air conditioner, I want a heater, just more options than cars have. And all of that is maintained in ERP. It comes down to our system. Our system controls the sequencing of all that, and the user interface to just, along with Ignition, to display, here's the options, here's the instructions, and that it did check off. We have a complete ERB of every detail. And if there's any, you know, they don't want to hold up the main assembly line because of one problem, so they can flag it as an exception. And those exceptions are maintained and taken care of, and there's rework. So all the rework shows up in the electronic batch record as well. And then, you know, information goes back up to ERP. So not even liquid processing, not something you would think as a ISA 88, but very specific to that. So that's why we say batch and procedure management. That's the procedure management aspect of it.
Great, thank you for that, Tom. So to bring this all back together, key elements: very simple, very fast to implement. Keeps everyone in their wheelhouse, areas of expertise, whether it's an engineer on the floor, working with the control systems, they set up the phases, or the recipe authors who use those building blocks, as Tom showed you earlier, use those building blocks to create and modify recipes. Those recipes can also come down from an ERP or a PLM system or any business management system that's holding the information, such as work orders. Code is not necessary, although you can highly customize this using the scripting functionality. It can be all graphical, and what you saw today was everything, all of the components were created by Sepasoft and were dropped on a screen in a very simple fashion. So native integration with both document management, we saw that on the way in dispense, and then track and trace as tracing material in and material out through lots and serial numbers. Very important to have e-signature compliance. The majority or many of the batch manufacturers follow 21 CFR Part 11. Electronic batch records are key in managing the history and maintaining complete records of the process and what happened during manufacturing. And all of this sits on top of the Ignition platform. So integration with your SCADA system is very straightforward.